What is happening, everyone? This is Speg, and welcome aboard to the introduction of my Halo 3 Legendary walkthrough. For this video, I will play out the arrival cutscene before marching right into Sierra 117, so stick around for more.
They let me pick. Did I ever tell you that? Choose whichever Spartan I wanted. You know me. I did my research, watched as you became the soldier we needed you to be. Like the others, you were strong and swift and brave. A natural leader. But you had something they didn't. Something no one saw but me. Can you guess? Luck. Was I wrong?
This ain't good. Damn. How far did he fall?
2 kilometers, easy.
Stay sharp. Gorman?
His armor's locked up. Gel layer could have taken most of the impact. I don't know, Sergeant Major.
Radio for Vito. Heavy lift gear. We're not leaving him here.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh, crazy fool. Why do you always jump? One of these days, you're gonna land on something as stubborn as you are. And I don't do bits and pieces. Where is she, Chief? Where's Cortana?
Don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it.
She stayed behind.
Corporal, make it quick.
Sorry, sir. Your armor's still in partial lockdown.
Chief, wait! The Arbiter's with us! Come on now. We've got enough to worry about without you two trying to kill each other.
Were it so easy. We must go. The brutes have our scent.
They must love the smell of Bulgari. Yeah, I'm doing a little product placement. I gotta get paid too. First squad, you're my scouts. Move out, quiet as you can.
Alright, so if you're new to the game, you can use the time at the initial rally point to get acquainted with the control scheme. Otherwise, prepare yourself for what lies ahead.
Bravo team, this is Johnson. We got him. Fall back to the extraction point. Over.
Roger that. Reynolds out.
sounded close.
Yeah, too close.
What's wrong exactly? Work it out with someone else, Chief.
Johnson, you be advised. Hostiles are on the move. I've got eyes on a brute. Over.
Say again, Gunny. You're breaking up.
Get to work. Sergeant Major, Phantom inbound.
We stick together and we're gonna get spotted. Let's split up. Meet back at the LZ. Chief, go with the Arbiter. Head toward the river. Second squad, you're with me.
Now, this is one of my favorite set pieces from the level. Watching these Marines scale the cliffside next to the waterfall is a great piece of detail that Bungie threw in.
Spread out, you whelps! Find them!
So heading into your first encounter with the Covenant, hop on the log and jump up to your right. You can assassinate that brute really quickly, take his brute shot before mopping up the remaining grunts. When this fam shows up, switch out to the brute shot to knock off the turret. And then if you have a grenade, you can try to stick the brute down below, which should kill him as well as a few other grunts with him. You can also use what's left in the brute shot to destroy the turret that's on the other side. Sometimes if you leave it alone, that grunt will usually shoot back while the Phantom flies away. If you do manage to knock off one of the turrets on the Phantom, you can pick it up and use it as a third weapon. Just note that this weapon not only will make you slower, but it also has a limited amount of ammo. One thing that is new to the game is if you kill a brute leader, the grunts will usually go suicidal and pull out 2 grenades and charge.
These brutes are tough.
Grunts ain't no slouches either.
The grunt's newfound courage is but fear. When we are victorious, all who serve the prophets will be punished.
Jackals, on the ridge. Looks like they got carbines.
So heading into this area, you'll have your first encounter against jackals that are equipped with carbines. These guys are not anywhere near as bad as the ones that were equipped with beam rifles in the previous installment. Nonetheless, you do want to make them a priority before you target any grunts or brutes down below.
It ain't no puppy, soldier.
One thing that is annoying is one of these jackal marksmen will be hiding behind this foliage to your right. If you're not careful and you move too far forward, he can kill you without you really having much of a chance to react. If you need more carbine ammo, aside from the 2 racks above, there are more carbines down below. With these jackals that are up on that ledge, you can use the brute shot or the carbine to kill them pretty quickly.
Pelicans are en route, Chief, but I can't raise Bravo. You find them, get them to the extraction point.
Before leaving this part, make sure to pick up a carbine and collect any ammo that you can find.
Come. The landing zone is this way. Tell me its location.
Kiss my ass.
Now you have a chance here to rescue one of the Marines and kill him from his captor.
Brute Chieftain. Phantom. Pinned us down. Killed my men.
So after you kill the brute, make sure to kill off any remaining grunts or jackals that are in this part. What typically happens is the grunts will sometimes hide out in this area if you don't kill them right off the bat. Now if you don't have a precision weapon, you'll be in luck. There is a bow rifle hiding in that cubby space. And then ahead on this path, you'll encounter another grunt squad with a brute leader.
The river. Hurry.
Once again, make sure to collect any ammo or weapons if you're running low.
Could you sacrifice me to complete your mission? Could you watch me die?
Sir, you okay?
Your vitals just pinged KIA. Chief, Pelicans are at the river. We got company, so hustle up.
Grenade. Load the bit.
Break off, now! Watch yourself! Launch your thruster, hang on!
Get a hold of her.
Negative, we're going down!
Back off! Let him go! Stay sharp.
As you're entering the area near the river towards the substation, you'll have a large engagement with a number of grunt squads with brute leaders. And once the Pelicans leave, you'll have to deal with the snipers that are across the river. Make them your top priority before you go after anyone else, including the gun that's on the side of the Phantom. I like to take this machine gun with me, even though I'm not going to use it for a terribly long period of time. Once you get up to this point, Hold your position and try to pick off as many grunts, brutes, and jackals from range. If you have your marines, I would definitely suggest doing this because otherwise everyone will charge in and there's a good chance they could die from any of the weapons that the brutes or grunts have. From this range, I wouldn't try to use the plasma combo because there's a really good chance the brutes will dodge your shots. And don't worry if you burn up a lot of your battle rifle ammo because there are quite a few of those weapons that are lying around. Either you can go back and pick up any ammo for it, or you can move ahead and you'll find some. So at this point, if you have your marines still with you, I would definitely throw down that bubble shield if you have one, and then try to kill this jackal sniper first if possible. Sometimes he can be a little tricky to see from range. And there's also the off chance that he'll try to duck behind the tree that he's near.
People return. Hurry! Back into the jungle.
So besides that sniper, you'll just have to clean up any the grunts or brutes that are remaining in the area that happen to retreat into that zone. Once you've cleared it out, you can go back, pick up any battle rifle ammo. You can also grab a carbine at this point too. Sometimes by off chance, this sniper that I kill will sometimes leave its beam rifle down here for me. If that's the case, pick it up and use it.
Take 'em out! Can you hear? My bird's down. Half a click downriver from your position.
So this area can be one of the tougher parts to the mission because there are a lot of marksmen and beam rifles scattered across the area. If you're unsure about where they are, just take your time through this zone. Generally, I usually encounter 3, maybe up to 4 snipers at this point. One of them will generally be hiding up in this area, but I don't happen to see him here, so it looks like we're good.
Spectacular kill. Come on, you dumb apes. Grenade! You want breakfast? You gotta catch it. Drop that crazy son of a bitch. I want hot barrel people. Keep it up.
Now coming into this next large area, there's going to be some snipers overlooking the area as well as some marksmen. Take this part rather slowly again, pick off as many enemies as you can from range before moving ahead. That sniper I was prepared to see, but at first I didn't notice him, so I almost questioned my judgment. So if you happen to still have a beam rifle or you collected a fresh one, just continue to use that as well as the barrel rifle to clear up some of the enemies down below. I would try to use the chance to kill the gunner that's on the side of that Phantom too before you move ahead. Especially if you still have Marines along. By the time you get up to this bridge, there's going to be another couple of brute squads, or grunt squads led by brutes. Again, take your time through this part. Try not to be super aggressive.
Sergeant Major went this way, Chief, through the cave.
Yes, sir, Master Chief.
Once you're done with this area, go around and start collecting any available weapons or good weapons that these enemies happen to drop. Now, strangely enough, this beam rifle is down to almost zero ammo, but I do want to give one of the Marines this weapon.
Thanks.
Because if it does have a little bit of ammo, then in the hands of a Marine, it'll have unlimited ammo. Now, having no sniper myself, just come back to this area by the Crash Pelican and you can grab one for yourself.
Echo 5-1, please respond. Focus, 5-1 is down. Divert for emergency evac. Over.
See how they bait their trap? I will help you spring it.
Alright, so now for the tough part of the mission. What you want to do is target the snipers first. One will be on the building, and then you'll have one that's up on the far ledge. Killing them will make this a lot more doable. From that point, you can use the sniper to kill any of the remaining marksmen. One will be on the close building to you, and then one will be on the next adjacent building. Now you'll notice that on this main bridge there is a brute chieftain with a couple of bodyguards with him. With this group, you definitely do not want to kill both of the bodyguards. Killing one of them will attract their attention to your location, which is exactly what you want to do. If you do this, then what will happen is if the chieftain is drawn out into the open, you can try to use the bow rifle to land some headshots on him, and then he won't use his invincibility if he has it with him. Sometimes those chieftains can have a flare instead, but if you do find out that he has invincibility, you can pick it up and use it for later. With the invincibility, I also do want to come back and pick up the hammer that he dropped. Now with the bodyguards and the chieftain dealt with, come back to this spot and you can snipe the reinforcements dropping from the Phantom. At this time, I would use up as much of the sniper as you can. If you still have some ammo in the sniper rifle, you can also hand that off to a Marine, and they'll be much more useful.
Well done.
If you're lucky enough, you might be able to kill any remaining grunts from this area if they're still active. Oftentimes they'll come over into this narrow alleyway and you can pick them off from range with a mid-range weapon. Now this is going to be entirely optional. If you really want to have some fun with the invincibility, come all the way back to where you killed the Brute Chieftain and you can take his hammer at this time. Again, entirely optional. If you wanted to, you could certainly play this safe and stick back at range and kill most of the enemies on this final standoff.
This isn't as fun as it looks. Cut the power. We're even, long as we're only counting today. Kilo 2-3, what's your ETA?
Imminent, Sergeant. Find some cover. Got a clear path.
Roger that, Hocus. Friendly gunship coming in hot.
So before you get too far along, snipe the gunners that are on the side of the Phantom. Or the Phantoms, I should say, since there are two of them. Now what you can do is you can activate your invincibility once you get some enemies close to you and start blasting away at them. Usually I like to time it where I can be about midway across the bridge and then I can make full use of it. After you hold out long enough and kill enough enemies, your Phantom will show up to pick you up and take you out, and that will end this mission.
IFF confirmed. Contact is Pelican dropship, Kilo 2-3, over.
Roger that. What's the word, Kilo 2-3?
Sierra 117 on board. Request priority clearance. Over.
Deck's yours. Come on down.
And having done all that, this will wrap up the first video in my Halo 3 Legendary walkthrough. A very fun first mission in the campaign. Comparing it to some of the other Halo titles, I'd say outside of Halo 2, this level is probably a top 2 or top 3 in terms of being a difficult introductory combat mission. But all in all, you'll probably notice that compared to Halo 2, the brutes are much easier to fight compared to the elites, of course, as well as the Jackal snipers. The fact that Bungie also included the marksman class with the Jackals, a very nice touch to the game. I think that really was something that was missing from Halo 2, but it's a really nice addition to this game, as well as the other games that I'll be following in on. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. Thank you all for tuning in on this video. I greatly appreciate the support, and I will catch you in the next episode.